Alright everyone, as you saw from the title, thumbnail, breaking news, Gnar is supposedly getting a buff. Does this mean the world skin is coming out? Don't know, maybe. But what I do know is that there's a buff. So today, I want to list some buffs that I think would make him decent again. And yeah, I literally just found this out from my Discord after trying to fix League because my League was bugging out. So literally just found out about this. I'm uploading this as soon as possible. So, number one, how I would buff him. The number one thing I would do, and I've said this in the past many times, just make Mini Gnar count as melee. This would fix a lot of things, I think, in my opinion. We could use Grasp. I think that is number one. We could use Grasp to its full potential again. And I just think that would fix so many things. Because I feel like Gnar has a rune problem right now. I've been going Conqueror lately. Everyone still goes Fleet, but I don't know. Laning phase, it feels like it gives no value. So like, I don't really like to go in anymore. Grasp, of course, got nerfed. 40% effectiveness for range. Still good in Mega Gnar, but range, it really hits. And you're only Mega Gnar 15 seconds at a time, so you're not really going to proc Grasp that much, right? So making Mini Gnar count as melee would just fix a lot of things, I feel like. Even if it's just early game, like levels 1 through 9, but I don't know if they would do something like that. So making Mini Gnar melee would be number one for me, and still not make him like overpowered, broken, hopefully. Number two, I know they probably won't do this, but something with HP early. I feel like Gnar has one of the lowest HP stats in the game, so I don't know if you increase his base HP or HP growth or something with that. That would be nice. And I'm talking about Mini Gnar here. I know Mega Gnar, you know, you get ton of HP, but Mini Gnar would be nice for some HP. I honestly feel like Mega Gnar is fine, so I don't expect any buffs for Mega Gnar. This might age horrible and might all be Mega Gnar, but you know, I feel like Mega Gnar is actually the most well part about Gnar right now. It's like very, very good. Especially if you can hit your animation cancels, it feels like you can one-shot. So nothing really on damage I would really want in Mega Gnar. One thing that I think they'll never do but would help would be decreasing E cooldown. I know they nerfed it a while back before I even played the game, the E cooldown, and now at level 1 without my CDR it's like 21-ish second cooldown, and you don't max it until late game. So decreasing it would be nice because there's so many gap closers nowadays that are such lower cooldowns, I feel like. And I know Gnar's hop, especially in Mini Gnar, are very broken. So I would understand why they wouldn't do it, but it would definitely help if they did decrease it by a couple seconds. So that is another buff, you know, I would like to see. Another thing they could do, if we're talking about cooldowns, they could decrease Boomerang cooldown early, because even early game, if you don't catch it, it's really punishing. And I know the point is to catch it, but even decreasing the cooldown a little bit would be nice. I doubt this is something they would do though. So what do I predict them to buff? If we're looking at history, they try their hardest not to make Mini Gnar very powerful, but I feel like they can buff Mega, but like I feel like it's strong enough already. So I feel like they have to buff something in Mini. So last time I believe they buffed the Q damage in Mini Gnar. So will we get more damage on something like our E? Will E get buffed? Will Q get buffed? I don't know. I feel like something in Mini Gnar is going to get buffed. I feel like it has to. I know they're kind of hesitant of buffing Mini Gnar, but I feel like if you buff Mega, it's not really going to make much of a difference because I feel like it's already powerful enough. So that's what I predict, that they will buff something in Mini. I just don't really know. Something crazy would be buffing Hyper Move Speed with ult. I feel like a lot of people overlook this. As soon as you upgrade this, like it also upgrades your Hyper Move Speed. So it would be kind of crazy if we get more move speeds, but I doubt that's something that they would do, but it would be interesting. I know a little bit a while back they nerfed hyper damage, so maybe buffing hyper damage again would be crazy, but that might make them broken. Oh no, if I was Riot, like I said, to recap, I would want to love to make Mini Gnar melee because we could abuse so many things, but that is the number one thing I would want to happen because we can go back to using Grasp. Certain items we could use, like look at Bork. If we're melee, we get 9%, I believe it is right now. Yeah, it's 9% once you turn the Mega Gnar. Like you get 9% Like little things like that makes a huge difference. But it would be kind of awkward to make Gnar like that because the point of the champ is to have mini Gnar's range and then Mega Gnar's melee, so I would understand if they did not do it. But that's my dream buff. But yeah, Gnar's getting buffed nonetheless. That is what I would personally buff if I had the chance, I guess. Sadly, don't think it's gonna happen. I do think it's going to be mini Gnar, but I just don't know what it's gonna be. I would be a little bit surprised if it was Mega Gnar because I feel like Mega Gnar is the strongest part about Gnar, so I doubt they would buff that when it already feels strong. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. They should have the new thing out within the next 24 hours, so I'll probably make an update video. Alright guys, so this is future Pugsley here, kind of, because I'm trying to upload this as soon as possible, but like after watching back my things where I said buff on Gnar, I thought about it and I forgot about one crucial thing: boots. So you guys know boots, big thing with the tier 3s, with the field warfare and everything, whatever it's called, warfares. That was the big thing this season. I feel like Gnar kinda struggled from it. Why? So why did he struggle from it? Boots cost more, first of all. So you're spending more gold, which delays your items for like Trinity Force and stuff. I feel like Gnar kinda, and don't start by it, but let's just say this, but Gnar kinda has a movement speed problem. Hey, listen, I know W gives you move speed, I know, but it feels like Gnar just like doesn't feel like he goes fast. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I see it. It feels like there's so much movement speed in the game nowadays. I feel like the boots had a big issue with it. So it takes longer to get to your boots, right? So it affects us because like early boots buy is like the thing with Gnar, right? And if we delayed it, then like it doesn't feel as good because like boots on Gnar universally just allows you to kite easier, dodge things, like you know the deal. And I feel like that was a big problem this season for Gnar. It's the movement speed. So I could realistically see, after rewatching my takes and everything, I could realistically see just a flat movement speed buff, and I'm not even joking. I could see this. Riot's done things like that in the past. Like they buff move speed, they nerf it, and by 5, I don't know if by 5 will be a major difference, but I could see that. And then another thing that I was thinking about, what if we buff the range early, but we keep it the same late game? You know what I'm saying? We could still have it increase, maybe only increase by 5 per level, but like we can increase it by a couple, you know, points or so early game, because I feel like Gnar early kind of range problem against other things, but that might make him too broken. So that's kind of why I didn't, you know, say it when I was first thinking, but you know, just throw it out there. Range would be cool, and then every time you upgrade, instead of getting, what is it, 10 range, let me see, whenever I level up, how much range do I get? It's like 5 or 6. Okay, so let's split it in half, get like 3 range, but we buff it early, so we still have the same amount late game. I don't know, it's an idea. It's probably not, it's probably stupid, but it's an idea. But yeah, I just wanted to say that move speeds, base move speed stat could be one of the buffs that could happen, because I feel like Gnar's had a movement speed problem ever since the boot changes. But yeah, like I said, tell me what you know down below, what you think should happen, and then yeah, I'll make a update video. Like I said, I'll make an update video, and yeah, we'll see what gets buffed. Let's enjoy it, guys, because you don't know how long it's gonna last. Okay, it's been forever since we've been like A tier, S tier, so it could happen. Enjoy it, and yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I love you guys forever and always. Best wishes. Bye bye.